Episode 62 was a pretty awesome episode. I said before that G5 episode stories needed more adventure sometimes, like the movie, and it's nice we finally get more stories with a feel of adventure again. And this one was very fun and enjoyable, and probably is by far the most adventurous ever since episode 24 a year ago. So our characters crash land into the Dragonlands for an invite for a sorta Nightmare Night Dragon quest. If I got a nitpick here is that they already flew to the Dragonlands to meet the dragons pretty early after chapter 5, which was supposed to hype the dragons for chapter 6. So it's kinda strange seeing them this early, whilst also mentioning things that felt kinda out of context, cause I don't think they mentioned before about dragons under a evil curse of Opaline. Like, is there something I missed, or was this episode supposed to come out after chapter 6? Anyways, I like the introduction of the dragon characters, Lava, Blaze, and Tumble. Lava, a dark red dragon who has a little dislike over ponies, or at least see themselves above ponies. At least something they kept consistent from G4. Little theory that he might have some relation to Garble. We also have Blaze, a female dragon who totally doesn't have the same voice as Zip, despite having different voice actors. And Tumble, which I guess is a bit more a ditzy dragon who breathes blue fire. Overall, a nice group of characters I hope to see in the future, potentially the main show. So the dragons give our pony characters a task to go through 3 steps of the labyrinth with their own themes: bravery, wisdom, and creativity. And each one were really fun and enjoyable. First, going through a lava cavern full of traps, which fits well with bravery. Next is going through a cavern with shadowy dragon monsters, which I don't know how it fits with wisdom, but whatever. Misty was the only one who stands up against these shadowy monsters who have a weakness for light. At first I thought these were the 3 dragons trolling them, but probably isn't the case. Might be the cave messing with them. Also, Misty mentioned something that she lived with a bully, which is Opaline, in an island, which means the land where Opaline's castle is actually an island and not part of the main landmass, which also means the whole map was a lie. Anyways, the last task, creativity, is a puzzle which the characters try together to resemble the silhouette of a dragon, which is kinda clever. And so our characters did it, and the dragons announced them as members of their tribe. And yeah, that was a really short but fun task. And it's been some time our characters really had an adventure together ever since the movie and maybe a few other stories. It also reminds me of the first episodes of Friendship is Magic, with each character doing their part in the quest. If I got a nitpick, the so-called labyrinth isn't really a labyrinth. It's more a dungeon. I guess they changed the name so it isn't similar to Dungeons and Dragons. Also, as always, I wish this short was a more full-length episode so that we can see each character do their part in each segment of the labyrinth. But despite my criticisms, it's still a very great and enjoyable episode, and I hope we get more adventurous stories like these in the future. So that's it for the video, and see y'all next time, and auf Wiedersehen.